We have Kartana in Pokemon Go, which is a little bit challenging of an excellent throw. So I'm gonna make sure you guys know exactly how to hit this excellent throw to increase your catch chances. And I'll also throw in Celesteela as well. So if anybody does need this, make sure to share it. So with all that said, let's jump right in. Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing on catching Kartana in Pokemon Go? Are you excited about this Pokemon? Do you enjoy it? Or are you just gonna do a couple of them and go after it? But just remember, we are in the Season of Light. You are going to be getting 2 free raid passes in person each and every day. So I wanna make sure you guys have this ready and prepped to go. So with that said, guys, we're gonna go over the Kartana first, and then we'll do the Celesteela at the end. So Kartana is a small raid boss. The excellent throw is kind of similar, I would say, to the Lake Guardian trio, right? So it is a little bit challenging to catch these Pokemon. They do have excellent throws that are quite small. This one, fortunately, does not move, right? So that is very, very advantageous for us. However, this Pokemon is definitely a little bit more challenging. So the first thing you do as always is hold your finger down on the ball for 2 different things. Number 1, to watch the attack. You wanna see what the attack does. And number 2, to get down the timing, the length of the attack. And I guess we'll throw in a third one here to then let go of the ball at the throw point that you do like, because we have big greats, we have small greats, and then we have excellent throws, and we have small excellent throws. So each one of those is something that you can go after. I go after an excellent throw to a small excellent throw, but if you don't feel comfortable, go for like a small to medium sized great, because that's better than a big great. Each step down does increase your catch chances, and also the golden raspberries and other berries are going to influence how you are able to catch this Pokemon. That chart will be at the end of the video. So with this said, guys, number 1, take your time, wait for the Pokemon to do the attack, then you're gonna throw it. It's a little bit harder of a throw. It's a little further back than you do see because of how small it is, right? It looks a little bit closer. So the first couple times I did throw, it didn't quite make it to that excellent throw hitbox until I really realized that you have to kind of really hit it up into the corner. And then as far as the Celesteela, this Pokemon is a flying type combination, so they have a similar hitbox to Lugia, but since it's so big, it looks really close, right? In reality, what it is, you have to throw and then you have to huck it up into the top center, not all the way to the right, to the top center. The ball will hit kind of like this wind tunnel at the top. It's like a peak, and then it's gonna come and drop back into that excellent throw, and make sure to time that each and every time. So with all that said, let's jump into the slow motion and the slow down portion of this excellent throw tutorial. Come on. All right, we have Kartana excellent throw in Pokemon Go. So obviously this Pokemon is quite small, right? It's quite a small Pokemon. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold down on the ball. You guys checked out that attack. There's the attack again. And it is going to be what looks and appears to be a challenging excellent throw for all of us. So we're just gonna watch it do the attack one more time. There it goes, there's the attack, and it comes back, and then we are going to let go of the ball. So on the way down, we have the big great, we have the smaller great, and then we have the excellent throw. And the excellent throw is gonna be what is going to help us catch this Pokemon easier. Obviously, you're gonna wanna use a golden raspberry. That's gonna be the best way for you to be able to catch it more and up your chances, which you can check out the chart at the end of the video to make sure you guys are on track. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is just wait for this Pokemon to do its attack. Then we're gonna pick the ball up and spin it. All right, excellent throw for the Kartana. Boom, there it is. So it's a little bit more of an up into the corner right there. So the goal is just to rinse and repeat, and let's start slowing down this particular excellent throw. All right, so for Kartana, obviously you wanna slow it down, and you're gonna do a couple circles here. The attack is a little bit on the longer end, so it is gonna take a little bit more time. So you're gonna wanna watch this, speed the circles, and then toss it up into the right corner. In the right corner is gonna be the release point, and that is gonna be where you're gonna be able to catch Kartana in Pokemon Go with these excellent throws. It's gonna take a little bit of while to get used to it. It might be a little challenging for you guys, but once you do get it down, should be relatively easy on the Kartana excellent throws. But if you guys do want to reverse and go in the opposite direction and check out the excellent throw, this is gonna be how you do it to help you catch more Kartana in Pokemon Go. And next we're gonna jump into Celesteela. Pretty cool raid boss, Southern Hemisphere raid boss. If you guys do want the counter guide, check it out up at the top of the video. And jumping into Celesteela. So Celesteela is what appears to be a very big Pokemon. So I did film this yesterday, so I'm not gonna have my finger movements, but if you give it this is a normal throw right here, and it's probably about release point right there. And look at where it hits on that Pokemon. This Pokemon is much further back than it does appear. It's a massive Pokemon, absolutely massive. So if we give it a berry, we wanna basically throw it up as if it's a flying type, because this is a flying type Pokemon. It's kind of got like the Lugia-esque, but it's so far back there that you really have to throw the ball up as hard as you can into the top. It will catch kind of like the wind tunnel, and it will come back into the Celesteela. There's gonna be the attack right there. Make sure you notice that the arm is the attack, not the jump. The jump is not the attack. The arm will start coming up. It's gonna pop the top down just a little bit. There it is, and then you throw it all the way up there just like that, all right? So if you guys do want to watch this in slow motion a couple times, I definitely suggest you guys do that. The goal is to throw it all the way up top. So if you want to see this in slow motion, the throw, it is basically a massive toss up into the top right, but more middle corner. And then if you guys do want to rotate this into the opposite direction and see how it is throwing with a clockwise rotation, you can also do so. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck out there. Share this video for anybody that does need any type of help. So that's gonna do it. Number one, guys, don't get flustered. Take your time, use muscle memory, and make sure to hone in on which hitbox, whether it be a great throw or an excellent throw, is gonna work best for you, because consistency in hitting them is more important than haphazardly hitting it, because guaranteed catches do not come from excellent throws. But if you hit multiple on smaller greats, you have more of a chance than if you hit one or two excellents and then you're missing the rest. So with all that said, thank you guys for tuning in as always. To all my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. We start at the very top with a normal throw, nothing onto it. It is a 2.17%. So I just wanted to make a quick note here that the pineapple berry is the exact same as using no berry, because it does not have an increased catch rate bonus as do other berries. So the raspberry is a 1.5 times multiplier, the golden raspberry is a 2.5 times multiplier, and the silver pineapple, which is a newer berry, is a 1.8 times multiplier. So it is in between, not directly in between, but a little bit increased from a raspberry, definitely decreased from a golden raspberry, but then you also get the double candy. So this is one thing that you may want to take into account. If you really don't like the Pokemon, you may want to go with a regular pineapple berry, but that's literally like using no berry. So if you did a normal with no curve, it's a 2%, but you can get it all the way up to a 6.67%, which is not all that good. However, the silver pineapple berry will bump you up. It is the better option, but note that you will be using a lot of silver pineapple berries on the legendaries. If we then add a berry, a raspberry, and let's say we were to do a great throw with a curveball, we now have 8%. However, if you notice, the top left is going to be the least percentage chance of catching it. All the way to the bottom right is going to be the most chance. So the ultimate thing you can possibly do, that's why I teach you these excellent throws, is golden raspberry, curveball, excellent throw, because it's going to make the biggest difference. It's going to go from a top left 2.17% all the way to the bottom right of a 15.85%, almost 16%, which is absolutely mind-blowing, the difference, because you do this every single time. I'm telling you, you guys think like, oh, I caught it on a bunk throw, like, but all the bunk throws you're not always going to catch it on. That could have just been like a glitch that like, hey, I didn't hit it, but I had a golden raspberry, right? I threw a curveball, so I'm at an 8.9%. That's pretty good compared to doing nothing with no berry at a 2.17%. So just with the golden raspberry and only a curveball, you're getting an 8.9%. But if you increase it and you add that extra 6%, which I would obviously recommend because that's why I make these videos, but if you do a raspberry with a curveball and an excellent throw, you are going to be at a 10%, but look at this, golden raspberry with a great throw. This is why I recommend great throws are better than not hitting any excellent throws, because now you're at a 13% chance. It's only a 2% differential. And even if you just do a nice throw with a curveball and a golden raspberry, you're at 10%, which is higher than using a regular raspberry with an excellent throw. So it is absolutely crucial that golden raspberry and even hitting just a nice throw or a great throw or an excellent throw with that curveball. That's why if you want to check out how to throw a curveball video, you don't know how to do it, it really significantly helps out your chances. If you notice here, it's over a 50% increase when you are using that curveball. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.